Hey guys, today I'm going to do my foundation, powder, and concealer collection all in one video because I don't have a lot of each type of item, but together I think I have a sizable amount, enough for one collection video. Excuse my ratchet nails. I need to take this off and get them redone, but yeah, for now let's just pretend that's not there. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start with liquid foundations. This is the Revlon Custom Creations foundation. So this foundation, they don't even sell it in stores anymore, but it's actually quite a unique idea. So you take the lid off and then you can actually turn this dial here. And by turning the dial, you can select the darkness and the lightness of your shade. And actually, I didn't buy this foundation. My mom bought it, and she was gonna wear it on a cruise we went on to Mexico, but she never did. And then after the cruise, she gave it to me because she's like, I will never use this, so you can have it. So even though she's a little bit lighter than I am, I can customize it to be a little bit darker, just so that it works on my skin tone. The coverage, I'd say, is like a medium coverage, not really full. Yeah, that's still a little bit too light, but you know, I could adjust it to be a little bit darker if I wanted. But yeah, it's really old. It's probably not safe to use anymore. But I'm keeping it because I'm a hoarder. The next foundation I have is this one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I have the Hydrate and Smooth version. It also comes in a matte and poreless version, and I really want to try that. So I'm probably going to hunt that down soon. But you know, I have so many foundations, so we shall see. Anyway, the coverage of this foundation is absolutely amazing, and it gives your face a really dewy, smooth, and healthy finish. I'm in the color 125 Nude Beige, and the only thing that I really don't like about this foundation is that it doesn't come with a pump or a spatula or anything. It's just like a hole, and you gotta pour it out. The coverage of this foundation, I'd say, is medium to full. And I absolutely love, love, love this foundation. I went on a little vacation recently to a ski resort, and this is the foundation I brought with me just because I wanted to look really nice. I barely wore makeup that vacation, but yeah, I love this foundation so much. Highly recommend. This foundation is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour with Comfort Serum foundation. I have the color 200 Soft Beige, and this is, I also say, a medium to full coverage foundation. I love this foundation. For a drugstore foundation, this is absolutely amazing. And you don't need to use primer with it because it comes with something called Comfort Serum. So let's show you the magic. Oh man. Yeah, see how thick that coverage is? Absolutely amazing. My hand is a little bit darker than my face, I feel. That's why it looks really light on me, but on my face, this is a perfect match. Absolutely. It's an awesome foundation. You can like barely feel it on your skin, and it plays nice with a lot of other products, so it doesn't like start to cake up through the day. I love this foundation. Definitely recommend. This is the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Fresh Complexion Oil-Free Foundation. I have the color 205, and I bought this really recently. I want to say like a week or two ago. I've used it, and oh my god, the one thing I absolutely love about this foundation is that you can barely feel it on your face when you wear it. It's, I'd say medium, leaning more on the medium, less on the full side of coverage, but it's one of the most comfortable foundations I've ever tried, and it blends seamlessly into your skin. And it doesn't feel greasy when I wear it. Sometimes I have some oily skin, sometimes I have some dry skin. It doesn't cling to dry patches. It doesn't make your skin feel like a grease ball. I really like this foundation, and yeah, it's a winner for me. The next foundation I have is from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Oil-Free Foundation, and I got this because a YouTuber by the name of Jessica Braun, I'll link her down below, her channel. I really love watching her makeup videos because she's absolutely ruthless about what's good and what's bad. Like, she's not gonna give you a bullshit review. Like, if she likes it, she likes it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. She's gonna let you know. And she really liked this foundation. I have the color Sand. Let me just squeeze a little pumperoonie onto my hand. And this foundation feels very, very thick. Like, it's definitely more of a full coverage foundation, like medium to full, but leaning more towards full. And I do think the coverage of this is amazing. However, I don't like it as much as Jessica Braun does. It definitely looks a little bit cakey on me, and I can, like, it doesn't feel that comfortable to wear because it is so thick. But other than that, it does do a good job of, like, making my skin look a little more even. I just have to be more careful when applying it, not to, like, be too heavy-handed because I don't want to look like a cake face. Here I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Makeup Foundation. I have the color 190 Nude, and this foundation's a lot of fun. What you do is you pop off the cap and you give it a little twist to bring the product up to this spongy part, and then you just apply it to the back of your hand, well, I guess your face if this were real, just to get that coverage you want. I'd say this is on the medium side of coverage, like light to medium, and the color matches me quite well. And I like how this is also one of the foundations that you can't really feel on your face when you wear them, so it's quite comfortable to wear. My one qualm with this is this sponge. Like, I don't know how to clean it, and it's a cesspool for bacteria because it's just gonna touch your skin and touch the product, and all those germies are gonna like to grow in it. I had a friend suggest that I cut it off and just dispense it on the back of my hand when I apply it, but I feel like that'd be decapitating it, so I don't really want to do that. So for now, I'm just using it with caution, making sure I wash my face before I use it. I really like this foundation though. I would definitely recommend it. That's it for my actual foundations, so I'm gonna move on to BB creams. And the first BB creams that I'm gonna start off is these ones. These are the Garnier Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector BB creams. I have 2 of them in light medium. They came in a 2-pack at Costco and they were really inexpensive, so I'm like, heck it, I'm gonna get it. So I got them both. They claim to renew, brighten, hydrate, and even your skin tone, but I gotta be honest, I hate this. It doesn't cover anything. Like, that's because I globbed it on like that. It looks like it covers stuff, but in real life, I'm not gonna put such a huge layer on my face. It smells kind of nice. Like, it smells almost like sunscreen to me, and I like that smell. I don't know, nostalgic of the beach. It does feel more like a moisturizing cream, and I guess that is the whole point of BB creams. Like, the coverage they provide is not amazing, and they're more about like skincare, but definitely I'm not a huge fan of this, and I do feel like the tone is a little bit pink on me even, so I just look like I've been sunburnt. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give them to my mom and see if she likes them because, yeah, not a huge fan. The next BB creams I have are also I bought in a double. These are a Korean skincare brand. They're called the SCI BB cream, I think, or NBI-5. I don't know, I can't read a lick of Korean. But this BB cream is really cool. I have 2 because my mom bought one and I bought one, and she doesn't really wear that much makeup, so she just gave it to me because she's like, oh, I had my fun playing with it and I'm done. But anyway, sorry, this BB cream is really cool because it dispenses kind of white. Right there, it dispenses kind of white, and as you blend it out, it starts to turn more into a skin tone color. I actually really like this BB cream. It's definitely a little bit light for my skin, but if I use a light hand and put it on my face, it does a good job of evening out my skin tone, and for a BB cream, the coverage is actually pretty amazing, if you can see that. Yeah, I really like this BB cream. Again, it's a bit light, but I make do. More BB creams. This one's 2 again. I don't know why. This brand, it is a Moly BCDation Cushion Plus. It's essentially a BB cream in cushion form. So this is not the full thing. It's just a refill for when this one runs out. But I'll open it. So it comes with a nice mirror. Hello. And there's a pad here that you can press into the product and apply it to your face. And then you just lift the cover, and this is the product. What color do I have? Yeah, I can't read any of that. But this BB cream is really nice. It actually has SPF 50 in it, so it's gonna help protect your skin from the sun. And I'll just press my finger into this little doodad. I think this one's starting to run out. But yeah, the coverage I'd say is between light to medium. And it is a little bit light for my skin once again, but I can make it work if I don't be too heavy-handed and maybe I mix it with a darker product as well. I do really like this foundation. When my friend Jenna went to Korea, she actually picked this up for me. So thank you, Jenna, for helping me try some cool Korean brands that we don't have here, or don't have a lot of here in Canada. That's it for BB creams. Now I'm going to move on to concealers. This concealer is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Heavy Duty Concealer. A lot of people say this is a dupe for the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, I think it's called. And the coverage in this is absolutely insane. When I bought it, it was kind of separated, so I'm like, ew, it's just clear oil coming out. So be wary of that. This product was separated when I bought it, so I had to like squeeze it like I was just doing. And I will just dispense a little bit just to show you how crazy the coverage is. You don't need a whole lot. And I've been using it mostly to conceal like blemishes, not so much my under eye area because my dark circles aren't too bad, I'd say. Yeah, that was a tiny, tiny dot, but yeah, conceal, don't feel. Anyway, it also came with this little spot treatment pencil. Like it's a concealer in like pencil form, and it works really well just to like hide little blemishes, pimples, or marks, or any like acne scarring. It works really well. It's just, you gotta do that and just rub it out. I typically don't really like pencil type products because I hate sharpening them. But yeah, I do really like this pair and I do recommend this. Speaking of the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, I actually have a little sample size of the little baby here, and I really, really love this concealer. The medium shade, what's it called? I guess I have the shade M19 Cool. And this concealer is absolutely amazing. It has amazing coverage. It's almost empty, forgive me. And it feels really good on the skin, like not too heavy or cakey. I'm sad that I only have a sample because I'm completely out pretty much. But yeah, I would say that the Kat Von D concealer is definitely a little bit better than the Glamoflauge by Hard Candy. But you know, with that price point difference, you can't really complain about the Glamoflauge not being quite as good as this more expensive product. Since this is almost out, I am super tempted to buy it, but you know, money. I do really like it though, A+. I also have the Instant Age Rewind Treatment Concealer, and this is the Neutralizer shade. So it works very similarly to the foundation in that you twist the top to get the product into this little sponge, and then you simply dispense it onto your skin and rub it out to get the coverage you want. I definitely say it's also like a medium type concealer, and I really do like it. I think it does a great job of brightening my under eye area and helping me conceal a few spots, though I definitely would pick maybe a slightly darker shade to conceal spots with. This concealer I really like. Again, my only qualm is this gross little spongy thing on the top that you can't really wash and is like a disco ball of bacteria, but you know, I do like you, and I'm not gonna give you up. This is probably my favorite concealer at this time. This is the Essence Match to Cover Cream Concealer. I have the Duo in 10 Natural Beige, and it comes in 2 colors. I definitely use this one way more than this one. This one's a little bit too light for my skin, but if I want to brighten certain areas of my face, it's definitely a good product to use. And then this one is just the perfect shade match for me to conceal imperfections and like help cover some redness around my nose and lips. I've used this product quite a bit in some of my makeup tutorials, and I would definitely recommend it to everybody because it's really inexpensive. It's like, what, $4 at the drugstore, and it's amazing quality. But just so you know, they have updated their packaging for this product, so it no longer comes in a black kind of packaging with a clear lid. It now has a nude packaging with a clear lid, so just be sure to watch out for that. If we're talking about ancient products here, I have the Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer. I have the color Light. You can barely read that because that's tiny. But I really liked this concealer. I bought this concealer on Boxing Day years ago with my mom. And it is a little bit light for my skin again, but that means it's really good for putting under my eyes to kind of brighten that area. It's so old. I should like put it in a museum because it's so old, but I do really like this concealer and I can't quite let it go because it was my first concealer I ever bought. Now I have this Anna Sui concealer. I don't really want to say it's in concealer. It's almost like a color corrector. The packaging is absolutely adorable. It has this really pretty like rose top lid and there's like little like plastic details embossed into the side. And when you turn it up, see it's a little bit orange almost. I guess it's like a concealer slash color corrector. So it's really good for neutralizing the blue under your eyes. Okay, can you see that? That's definitely quite orange. So, you know, if I don't get much sleep or I work a night shift and I need to look like semi-alive and not be a zombie, this is something that I do reach for. I remember buying it on Chinese New Year when I went to a Chinese New Year festival with my family. So it's cute. It's got sentimental value. I like it. This is my last concealer. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. It says it'll give you a radiant glow, and I have the color 430 medium, and this is definitely way too dark for me. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like my skin tone, but oh my god. It's too dark. It does not look good on me. I just look like my face is like super tan and my body isn't. As you can see, it just looks like a brown blotch on my skin. In terms of coverage, it's actually really nice. I just wish I bought the right color. I have tried using this as a cream contour, but it's maybe a little bit too orange to be a proper contour. But yeah, the product itself, I've heard a lot of people really like this concealer, but personally, because the color is wrong, I can't really use it. Hopefully one day I'll be like, oh, I'll pick up the right color and then we'll see. Now I'm gonna move on to powders. This is probably one of the most used powders that I have. This is the Lovely Me X Angel Skin Powder Pack, and I have the color NB-23. I bought it from the Face Shop, which is a Korean skincare shop. So it has a little mirror inside and a little powder puff, and then this is the powder. So the powder itself is actually not like that pigmented. If you spread it out, it's really good for setting your makeup. I find it doesn't really disturb any like liquid products you put on your skin first or cream products. And yeah, I've used it in 1 or 2 of my tutorials. I really like this compact, and it reminds me of the egg phone in a Magical Girl Raising Club or project. I don't remember the name. If you've watched that anime, leave a comment below. It's super good and gruesome and sad, but really good. But yes, I do really like this powder and I will continue using it. The next powder I'm going to show you is this Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. I have the shade 20 Nude Beige. I hate the packaging of this. Like, this flimsy little lid comes off this flimsy little plastic base, but the product inside is absolutely amazing. I bought this product after Lindsay Rem states she really liked this powder. I'll also link her channel below because she's probably one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. She's just so calming and relaxing and just a well-spoken young lady. But yes, this powder, again, it's not terribly pigmented, but I don't really look for pigment in face powders. I just look for like a good powder to help me stay more matte and like to set my liquid products and cream products on my face. And so far, I gotta say, I really like this powder. I do use it quite often, and I would recommend it to anybody that's looking for a new face powder. I also have this beautiful CanMake pressed powder. So this CanMake is a Japanese brand, and I'm trying to look for the shade of color I have, but I can't read a lick of Japanese. So yeah. Anyway, it comes again with a little mirror inside so you can check out what you're doing. Hello again. And it comes with a powder puff like this. Oh, I gotta wash that. And this is the powder. So this powder is actually a little bit more pigmented than some of my other powders. You might be able to see that, you might not, I don't know. But I do really like it. As you can see the little rims, I have used this quite a bit. I bought this on a trip to Hong Kong one year, and I gotta say I absolutely love it. And the packaging, it just makes me feel like a princess when I get to use this. I pull it out and I'm like, oh yes, this is my princess powder compact, you know, her. Anyway, I love this, and I do like to throw this in my purse sometimes when I go out. Next, I have the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This is going to be kind of gross, so bear with me. There's some chunks up there because I bought this compact from Sephora and it's smashed and I couldn't fix it. So I put it in here thinking, oh, it's loose powder, so I can just put it here and it'll be saved. Yeah, it looks disgusting. I'm so sorry. But this powder, it is really nice and I do really like it, but I hate loose powders. After buying this, I realized I hate them because they are just so freaking messy to work with. So what you do is you just kind of like shake it to dispense it in this top part. Okay, don't spill it. And then there's little pores. Ah, see how gross and spilly that is? Oh God, I'm scared. I'm gonna close it. Oh, you see that? And I just vacuumed too, great. Anyway, yeah, so you just dip a foundation brush into it if you like those powder brushes, and you just dust it all over your face, and it does do a great job of setting your makeup, but I will never buy another loose powder. It's just so freaking messy, and I can achieve a similar effect with pressed powders, so yeah, too messy. This is the last powder or compact foundation that I have. This is the Covergirl Clean powder compact, and I have a color that's way too light for me. This is Classic Ivory. And the reason there is an elastic on it is because it's freaking broken and it doesn't click into place anymore. So again, it opens, but it doesn't like stay like this. It opens all the way. It's got a mirror and a kind of gross looking little floof that you can dip in and put on your face. And the powder itself is honestly not that great. These are one of the powder compact foundations that like every high schooler used ever. And yeah, I don't really like it. And it's also too light for me. So it gives me a really like weird white cast when I put it on my face. I honestly should probably just get rid of it because it's getting old and I probably won't use it and it's just taking up space. But yeah, I don't really like it that much. I'm sorry. So that was it for all of my foundations, concealers, and powders. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you like this video, remember to give me a like and leave me a comment below, and remember to subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. If you haven't checked out my eyeshadow palette collection yet, I'm gonna put a link right now or maybe a card in the video. But yeah, I love binge watching these videos, and I'm sure some of you guys do too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching again, you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.